I'm Miguel Losada, and this is the 52. So this week, it's been kind of busy, hectic for me. Um, Professionally, we opened up partnerships applications up for Elgato Gaming, so make sure you guys check that out if you guys haven't. Most of the news that I put out and stuff will be on my Twitter, so make sure you guys are following that handle, Miguel underscore Gator. Now, just to topic kind of sort of tied into it, I got a lot of questions, got a lot of things brought up, and I just want to say, as a content creator, big or small, this is something you probably shouldn't do. Either way, I think if you're big or small, quote unquote, right? If you're small, it kind of sort of just limits and also gives you a I don't know, a bad first impression is, hey, I'm a small influencer. It's like, okay, you don't want to use that word when you're marketing yourself. You just want to say, hey, I'm an influencer, or hey, I'm a content creator, or hey, I'm an influencer focused on blah, blah. Or you could even start off with a little bit more detailed type of influencer where you could say things like, hey, I am a sneakerhead influencer, or hey, I am a Madden NFL influencer, or I am a Bungie Destiny 2 influencer, kind of sort of giving it more detail and direction versus big or small. The other thing though is if you're big, quote unquote, that also sets a very high expectation. So when you use either word, you're setting an expectation that just might not be realistic. So what I mean by that is you might think you have a small following, but you might have such a good targeted type of following for a company. Let's say I work for a sneaker shop, right? And you have a following, and it's not huge, it's not the biggest, but it's not the smallest. But you still consider yourself small, but you market yourself as just a small guy. By doing that, I might overlook you. But by you saying something along the lines of, hey, I'm a sneakerhead influencer, I might go, okay, let me look into this. Oh, okay, all right. It's 10,000 people. Not bad, not huge, but hey, this is 10,000 people that are interested in exactly what I am trying to sell. So this is a good fit versus, also the other thing is, you say you're a big person. They go, look, you have big numbers. Okay. But your performance or turnaround isn't as big as expected, right? So that's the other thing though, right? Because you could look at one YouTube channel, could have 1,000,000 subs and every video could have 500,000 views, right? You look at another channel, 1,000,000 subs and barely break 10K views per video, right? So you don't ever want to set an expectation way past too big or small. Just be yourself. It's kind of sort of, I don't know, it's one of those things where I think it's easier if you don't stress about numbers and things. So I guess my advice for big or small influencers or content creators or just people out there, don't focus on the numbers so much when it comes to marketing yourself. Just present it as what you are, what you're trying to accomplish, who you are, and go from that point. Because labeling yourself small really kind of sort of sets you off on the wrong foot, and even saying big, right? So you always want to just not be overlooked because you say something that just might prohibit you, right? A lot of people, a lot of companies will work with really small influencers just because they're targeted or they have a good plan or they have a good specific core community, whatever the case may be. You don't ever want to limit yourself by using those words. So that's just something I noticed, and I want to kind of sort of share with you guys. I know a lot of people ask me, what can I do to, be better, blah, blah. So this is something you could just take it. Stop using the word big or small. You are a content creator or an influencer of whatever the case may be. All right. So start using that, and maybe it'll bring you some good things in your future. That's pretty much it for this week. If you've noticed, I haven't been out putting that many YouTube videos if you're on the YouTube side. Same thing with tweets, been kind of sort of busy. I do have a vlog next week though, where I will break some personal news. Nothing crazy, but just something I've kind of been keeping to myself, and I feel like I should share with you guys. It'll make everything else make sense. So it's the lack of video game videos. All right, guys. So take it easy, guys. Like, subscribe. Gator out.